Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm so happy right now. Yay! Let me see, what do we have here? Ah, scheiße. Je me disais aussi. I was thinking there was something wrong. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so happy right now. Okay. Hello, hello, hi. For the live of this evening? I can say tonight. No, this evening. Since it's working and my computer looks good for now. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And my cat is meowing. We're good, we're good. So, that's how I will do my streaming from now on. I will just use this PNG image. And I think it's working very, very well. And personally, I rather this type of streaming because my face is very expressionless. So for VTubing, I didn't think about it, but yeah, it's not very the right face to have for VTubing because VTubers have to be so expressive and I can't. I'm not expressive enough. I'm like a statue, so PNG tuber is way better for me. I'm talking with you now. And since it's working better like this, I will keep going on like this. And I will have a more stable program from now on because I didn't have one. We're just testing, and since it's working, I will have a program from now on where I think I will do live streams every Friday evening from 8 p.m. Maybe 1 hour and a half or 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, I don't know yet. But yeah, the Fridays it will be discussing and drawing on paint. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? My cat is burying himself in my couch. Like he's digging in the couch. I don't know why. My cat is digging in the couch. Anyway. So yeah, the Fridays it will be paint. We will just doodle on paint and don't expect some talent because I don't have. But it's okay. We will do this and discussion, something chill and cozy. And every Sunday evening, same hour, 8 p.m, I will do book streams where either I will read books or I will write. Maybe not write. Nah, yeah, I will read books. I know that's illegal on Twitch. That's not legal on Twitch to read books, entire books, because of copyrights. But tonight I can read one chapter of one book. The book I have forgotten the last time. And I got scolded for it, so I won't miss it this time. But I have the cheat code. Since there is copyrights and everything, I have the cheat code. My cheat code is that the next live streams where I will be reading books, I will read my own books that I'm writing myself. So I have the copyrights. I have the copyrights, so it will be okay. And I will upload the brutal meow. I can do it too. I can do it too, you know. Yeah. Uh-huh. My cat has things to say, apparently. So yeah, I will upload the VODs without editing on Twitch, and the VODs with editing on YouTube, and best ofs on YouTube and TikTok. That's pretty much everything I had to say from now on. So for now, I mean, not from now on, for now, yeah, for now. Sorry if my English is very bad because it's not my native language, so since I'm not English at all, I might have a weird accent or I might make mistakes. So don't mind my English, which is kind of bad. So yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say, the little programming. And jeez, what is he doing? And this live I can hear my cat meowing. What are you doing? Loopy! Yeah. Anyway. So this evening we will do something chill. I will read a little book that I promised the last time. So yeah, since there is some rules to follow when you have to read a book on stream, I will first present the book, then I will read the first chapter, and I will make some commentary, censor. I will censor some things because I understood that this book is kinda smut, so I will have some censor to do. And after that I will just tell you what I'm thinking about this book. Like, I will give my opinion on it. And we will see. We will see. Loopy, je t'entends. Regarde, Loopy. Regarde. Come on, babe. Come on, babe. I know you're here. My cat wants to play and he's literally biting my phone. But that's okay. I'm gonna survive it. So let me start it. Let's get started with this book. So the book I'm reading right now, should I put an image behind me so that everyone can see what it is about? I should. I will put an image behind me so that you will have the cover while I'm reading. Let me just find it because I have to find it. Where it is? I had it. I know I had it. Where it is? Where are you, little book cover? Oui, Looping, je t'entends. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing, but I will see in the VOD. He's cute, but very loud. But he's cute. He just wanna play. That's cute. I thought I had it on the computer. Why can't I find it? The cover. Where is the cover? Where is this book cover? I can't find it. Why? Where it is? I don't know. I lost the book cover. Jesus Christ, where is the book cover? Let me find it. I'm so bad at it. I should have prepared it way before. I didn't. I should have. I should have. My bad. That's my bad. I should have. I should have prepared it way before. Way before. That's my bad. That's my bad. Maybe if I do something like this. I'm trying. But that's okay, there is no one, so I can try whatever I want. Where could it be? Where could it be? It isn't here. Alright. Okay, that's okay. I won't put the image. That's okay. It's fine, I will do it anyway. So the livre. Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna start talking in French English now. The livre. No, I shouldn't. So the book I'm gonna read right now on live. It's called Twisted Games, written by Anna Wong. I hope I'm not destroying the pronunciation of her name, but yeah, Anna Wong, I think so. Where's the editor? I lost it. Edited by Piatkus. Kind of weird name, but okay, why not? And if I understood well, this is a love story. Yeah, a smut. A smut love story between a Princess Bridget, and Rhys Larson, her bodyguard. Like forbidden love, I guess. With some royalty politics. I think that's it. You know what? I'm gonna read you the summary. That will be good. Non, looping, fais pas ça maintenant, s'il te plaît. Bah oui, évidemment, on l'entend. Of course. No. No. Why is he doing it now? Yeah. Little break. Let's do a little break. Because my cat is in his litter right now. Litter who is literally next to me. Because I'm streaming in my living room and his litter is in my living room as well. So before I start reading, I will just let him finish. Because the noise and all. Let's make a little break for now until he's finished. Because it's noisy. Very noisy. Allez, Looping, dépêche-toi, s'il te plaît. Looping. Little cat. He's done. We can go back to... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on, let me go back to this. No, a little bit more, a little bit less. This is what we have. So, meow, meow. Talking with my cat right now. Well, so now that my cat is done with his litter, I will read you the summary of the book because it might be interesting. Let's go. Discover the addictive world of the Twisted series. Stoic, broody, and arrogant, elite bodyguard Rhys Larson has two rules: protect his client at all costs and do not become emotionally involved ever. Kind of feel like he will become emotionally involved with Princess Bridget. Kinda feel like he will. And broke his rules. He has never once been tempted to break this rule. Ah! I'm gonna do it. I'm so bad at talking. I'm fine. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Meow. Can do it too. I can meow too. He has never once been tempted to break those rules until her. Bridget von. Oh no. I'm already struggling. Why the name is so difficult? Okay. Bridget von Ashberg. Bridget von Ashberg, a princess with a hidden. Girl, talk English. A princess with a hidden fire that reduces his rules to ash. Day by day, she breaks down his defenses. He swore an oath. He swore. I'm gonna do it. I'm fine. I'm gonna do it. He swore an oath to protect her, but it's not enough. She must be his princess, his forbidden fruit, his every depraved fantasy. Yeah, it smells a smut. I have this little smell that it's gonna be smut. Regal, strong-willed and bound by the chains of the duty, Princess Bridget dreams of the freedom to live and love as she chooses. But when her brother abdicates, she's faced with the prospect of a loveless political marriage and a throne she never wanted. Kinda harsh, girl. Harsh for her. As she navigates the intricacies and treacheries of her new role, she must also hide her desire for a man she can't have, her bodyguard, her protector, her ultimate rune. Okay, so this is a forbidden love. Seems pretty interesting so far. Like, we have themes like political marriage and yeah, a crown, a princess, royal things. Why not? So, chapter 1, point of view, Bridget, the Princess Bridget. Okay, it starts like this. It literally starts like this. Well, how could I do it? It really starts with spanking. I knew it was gonna be smut, but not first very word and line, you know. The author has no time, no chill. You're gonna first line. You know what? To be sure of the censor, because we have to censor this, I will replace the word spank by spook. Anyway, so if I say spook, it will be spanking. You know what it is. So let's go. I can't. Okay, let's go. Spook me, master, spook me. I stifled a laugh at my bodyguard Booth's face as Leather the parrot squawked in his cage. The parrot's name said all you needed to know about its previous owner's sex life. And while some found him amusing, Booth did not. He hated birds. He said they reminded him of giant flying rats. Flying rats? Really? Okay, that's a weird way to describe a bird. One day, he and Leather are going to get into it. Emma, the director of Wags and Whiskers, clucked her tongue. Poor Booth. I held back another laugh, even as I felt a small pang in my heart. As I felt a small pang in my heart. Probably not. Booth is leaving soon. I tried not to think about it. Booth had been with me for 4 years. But he was leaving for paternity leave next week and staying in Eldora after to be closer to his wife and newborn. I was happy for him, but I will miss him. He was not the only... If I don't know how to read anymore, it's gonna be a problem. It's fine. Chaotic good. It's fine. Let's get back to the book. Where was I? I was happy for him, but I would miss him. He was not only my bodyguard but a friend, and I could only hope his replacement and I had the same rapport. Yes, I forgot. Emma's face softened. She was in her early 60s, with short grey streaked hair and warm brown eyes. Lots of changes for you in a short time, my dear. She's just changing bodyguards. But yeah, I guess this is something to do with her brother who abdicates, and she has to take the throne, something like this. She knew how much I hated goodbyes. I'd been volunteering at Wags and Whiskers, a local pet rescue shelter, since my sophomore year of college, and Emma had become a close friend and mentor. Oh, that's good. She's a princess, but also care about animals. That's good. She's good, for now. Unfortunately, she too was leaving. Too bad. A lot of people leaving in this book. She had still been Hazelberg, but she was retiring as the shelter director, which meant I would no longer see her every week. One of them have to happen. One of them doesn't have to happen. Okay, I said only half joking. You could stay. She shook her head. I've run the shelter for almost a decade, and it's time for new blood. Someone who can clean the cages without her back and hips acting up. Yeah, I kinda get that, girl. That's what volunteers are for. I gestured toward myself. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be okay. I was belaboring the point, but I couldn't help it. Between Emma, Booth, and my impending graduation from Thayer University, where I was majoring in international relations. I can't even read and write. That's disturbing. Okay. I will focus back. Focus, girl. Focus. You have to focus. I'm gonna do it with a little bit of focus. So, where was I again? I don't remember where I was. Okay. I was belaboring the point, but I couldn't help it. Between Emma, Booth, and my impending graduation from Thayer University, where I was majoring in international relations. As expected of a princess, I had enough goodbyes to last me for the next 5 years. You are a sweetheart, don't tell the others, but she lowered her voice to a conspiratorial whisper. You're my favorite volunteer. It's rare to find someone of your stature who does charity because she wants to, not because she's putting on a show for cameras. That's true. That's true. So much of rich people only do good deeds and charity because of the cameras. Like, look at me, I'm doing something good. When animals are really in need, and people are really in need. But that's okay. At least the charity stays charity, even if it's for the cameras, I guess. My cheeks. I don't know why I wanted to say booty cheeks. My cheeks turned tinted pink at the compliment. It's my pleasure. I adore animals. I took after my mother in that regard. It was one of the few pieces of her I had left. In another life, I would have been a veterinarian. But in this life, my path had been laid out. Oh, girl! A little bit of effort, some effort. I can talk in English. No pressure, no stress. We're cozy here. I'm talking to myself right now. My path had been laid out for me since before I was born. You would make a great queen. Emma stepped aside to allow a staff member with a wriggling puppy in his arm to pass. Truly. That's kinda sweet. Love puppies. We love puppies. I laughed at the thought. I laughed at the thought. Yeah, you get what I wanted to say. Thank you, but I have no interest in being a queen. Even if I did, the chances of me wearing the crown are slim. As the princess of Eldora, a small European kingdom, I came closer to ruling than most people. My parents died when I was a kid, my mother in childbirth, my father in a car accident a few years later, so I was second in line to the throne. My brother Nikolai, who was 4 years my senior, had been training to take over for our grandfather King Edvard since he was old enough to walk. Once Nikolai had children, I would be bumped further down the line of succession, something I had zero complaints about. I wanted to be queen as much as I wanted to bath in a vat of acid. Girl, that's pretty much exaggerated. A vat of acid? I get that being the queen is not a role you want, because it's, political marriage. But yeah, a vat of acid. Why not? Emma frowned in disappointment. The sentiment is the same. Emma, one of the other staff members called out. We've got a situation with the cats, she sighed. It's always the cats. Yeah, it's always the cats. The cats are little demons. It's always the cats, little demons, she muttered. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about my retirement before you heard it from anyone else. I will still be here until the end of the next week, so I will see you on Tuesday. Sounds good. I hugged her goodbye and watched her run off to deal with a literal catfight, the pang in my chest growing. I was glad Emma hasn't told me about her retirement until the end of my shift, or it would have been in my head the whole time. Are you ready, Your Highness? Booth asked, clearly eager to get away from Leather. Yeah, let's go. Leather squawked as we exited. Spook me! My laugh finally broke free at Booth's grimace. I will miss you, and so will Leather. I stuffed my hand in my coat pockets to protect them against the sharp autumn chill. Tell me about the new bodyguard. What's he like? The leaves crunched beneath my boots as we walked toward my off-campus house. which was only 15 minutes away. I adored fall. We all love fall. I don't know why, but a lot of girls love fall, and I'm one of them. And everything that came with it, the cozy cloth, the riot of earthy color on the trees, the hint of cinnamon and smoke in the air. I love cinnamon. I don't like the smell of cinnamon, but I love the taste of cinnamon. Nothing to do with the book, but yeah. In Edinburgh, I wouldn't be able to walk down the street without getting mobbed. But that was the great thing about Tyre. Its student population boasts so many royals and celebrity offspring, a princess was no big deal. I could live my life like a relatively normal college girl. I don't know much about the new guard, Booth admitted. He's a contractor. My eyebrows showed up. Really? The Crown sometimes hired private security contractors to serve alongside the Royal Guard, but it was rare. In my 21 years, oh, she's 21, just like me! Yeah, I'd never had a bodyguard who was a contractor. He's supposed to be the best, Booth said, mistaking my surprise for wariness. Ex-Navy SEAL, top-notch recommendations, experience guarding high-profile personalities. He's his company's most sought-after professional. An American guard, interesting. I do hope we get along. When two people were around each other 24/7, compatibility mattered a lot. I knew people who hadn't meshed with their security details, and those arrangements never lasted long. I'm sure you will. You're easy to get along with, Your Highness. You're only saying that because I'm your boss. Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate, actually. Booth grinned. Technically, the director of the Royal Guard is my boss. I wagged a playful finger at him. Back talking already? I'm disappointed. He laughed. Despite his insistence on calling me Your Highness, we'd settled into a casual camaraderie over the years that I appreciated. Excessive formality exhausted me. No kidding, girl. Excessive formality, I think it's exhausting for everyone. We chatted about Booth's impending fatherhood and moved back to Eldora for the rest of our walk. He was near bursting with pride over his unborn child, and I couldn't help a small stab of envy. I was nowhere near ready for marriage and kids, but I wanted what Booth and his wife had: love, passion, choice, things no amount of money could buy. A sardonic smile touched my lips. No doubt I'd sound like an ungrateful brat to anyone who could hear my thoughts. I could get any material thing I desired with a snap of my fingers, and I was winning about love. Can I get why, girl? You can. It's okay to want love and passion and true things, But people were people, no matter their title. And some desire were universal. Unfortunately, the ability to fulfill them was not. True. Maybe I would fall in love with a prince who would sweep me off my feet, but I doubted it. Most likely, I would end up in a boring, socially acceptable marriage with a boring, socially acceptable man who only had sex, missionary style, and vacationed in the same two places every year. Wow. Okay, that sounds pretty boring. I pushed the depressing thought aside. I had a long way to go before I even thought about marriage, and I would cross that bridge even when I got there. Okay. and out curved that bridge when I got there. My house came into sight, and my eyes latched onto the unfamiliar black BMW idling in the driveway. I assumed it belonged to my new bodyguard. Oh, so we will have their first meeting, I guess. Like, they will meet for the first time. He's early. Booth raised a surprise bro. He's not supposed to arrive until 5. Punctuality is a good sign, I suppose. Though half an hour early might be overkill. Yeah, totally. Half an hour? No. An hour and a half or half an hour? Half an hour. Yeah, it's a bit too much. The car door opened and a large black boot planted itself on the driveway. A second later, the biggest man I'd ever seen in real life unfolded himself from the front seat, and my mouth turned bone dry. Will she get like, oh my god, he's so beautiful, handsome, and I'm in love at first sight? Will it be like this? Holy hotness, yes, it will be like this, okay. My new bodyguard had to be at least 6'4". Yeah, because of course, if he's like a smut book protagonist, he's 6 feet something and muscular and everything, you know. He has to be like every protagonist of smut book. Maybe even 6'5". Yeah, very important to specify this. With solid sculpted muscles packed onto every inch of his powerful frame. Told you he was gonna be muscular. Told you. Longish black hair grazed his collar and fell over one gunmetal gray eyes. I don't know why, but I was kinda expecting him to be blonde. Okay. And his legs were so long, he ate up the distance between us in 3 strides. For someone so large, he moved with surprising stealth. If I hadn't been looking at him, I wouldn't have noticed him approach at all. He is a bodyguard, of course he is sneaky. But maybe he is a ninja. Also. He stopped in front of me, and I swore my body tilted forward a centimeter, unable to resist his gravitational pull. Really now? Really now? Okay. Why not? I was also strangely tempted to run my hand through his thick dark locks. Girl, you just met him and you already want to pat his head? He's not a cat boy, you know. Where was I again? Most veterans kept their hair military style short even after leaving the service, but clearly he wasn't one of them. Rhys Larson, his deep, gravelly voice, rolled over me like a velvet caress. Yeah, because of course he is 6 foot something, and he's muscular and have a very, very deep, deep voice, because he has to have a very, very deep, deep voice. Okay. He is a bit of a cliché, no? Now that he was closer, I spotted a thin scar slashing through his left eyebrow, adding a hint of menace to his dark good looks. Stubble darkened his jaw, and a hint of a tattoo picked out from both sleeves of his shirt. Okay. He's very, very cliché. I got it! He was the opposite of the preppy, clean-shaven type I usually went for, but that didn't stop a swarm of butterflies from taking flight in my stomach. Girl, you're already in love at first sight? Like this. Okay. Very quick. She's very quick at it. I was so flustered by their appearance, I forgot to respond until Booth let out a small cough. Yeah, because of course, she is a cliché too, and she would just be like, my mouth is open and I'm drooling over this 6'5" guy with muscles and a deep voice. And I will be like, I'm a girl in love. I hope she is not like this. I hope she is not written like this. I don't like when they write the female character, the woman in books, being like, I'm naive and in love and you know, I don't really like that. I hope it isn't the case in this book. I'm Bridget. Okay, this is it's nice to meet you. I hoped neither man noticed the flush creeping over my cheeks. So she is written like this. Okay. I omitted the princess title on purpose. It seemed too pretentious for casual one-on-one settings. Can I agree with this? I did, however, notice Riz didn't address me as Your Highness the way Booth did. I didn't mind. I'd been trying to get Booth to call me by my first name for years, but it was another sign my new guard would be nothing like my old one. You have to move. I blinked. I beg your pardon? Your house. Riz tilted his head toward my spacious but cozy two-bedroom abode. It's a security nightmare. I don't know who signed off on the location, but you have to move. He is just a rave. He just arrived. He just arrived and he's like, you have to move. Don't live here. You have to find another apartment. Bro, calm down. You can protect her without shoving her in a bunker, you know. The butterflies screeched to a halt. We'd met less than 2 minutes ago, and he was already ordering me around like he was the boss. Who does he think he is? Oh, will it be like enemies to lover trope? Will it be like enemy to lovers trope? And forbidden love on top of that? And smut on top of that? I've lived here for 2 years. I've never had an issue. It only takes one time. Bro, stop being overprotective like this. She doesn't need it. I'm not moving. I punctuated my words with a sharpness I rarely used, but Riz's condescending tone grated on my nerves. Yeah, I get why. I get why. Any attraction I'd felt toward him crumbled into ash, dying the quickest death in my history? Okay, I'm gonna do again for that one. I stuttered too much. Any attraction... Here we go again. Any attraction I'd felt toward him crumbled into ash, dying the quickest death in my history with the opposite sex. Gender. Thing. You know. Seguzu. I will say... I will stop saying sex and I will start saying seguzu. Not that it would have gone anywhere. He was, after all, my bodyguard, but it would have been nice to have eye candy without wanting to drop kick him into the next century. Men. Men. They always ruined it by opening their mouth. Oh, she's angry. Against men who ruin everything by opening their mouth. Men. You're the security expert, I added coolly. Figure it out. She's kinda right though. Riz glowered at me beneath thick dark brows. I couldn't remember the last time anyone had glowered at me. Yes, Your Highness. His inflection on the last two words made a mockery of the title, and the embers of indignation in my stomach stoked brighter. It will clearly be enemies to lovers. We know it. Enemies to lovers. I opened my mouth to respond with what? I wasn't sure, because I hadn't been outright hostile, but Booth cut in before I said something I would regret. Girl, I'm bad at reading now? Am I bad at reading? Okay. It's okay, that's okay. Why don't we go inside? It looks like it's about to rain, he said quickly. Rhys and I looked it up. The clear blue sky winked back at us. Booth, you could find something else to say. Not the rain. It's not raining at all. If the sky is blue as hell. Find something else. Another excuses. Booth cleared his throat. You never know. Rain showers come out of nowhere. I guess, he muttered. After you, Your Highness. We entered the house in silence. I shrugged off my coat and hung it on the brass tree by the door before making another stab at civility. Would you like something to drink? Irritation still stabbed at me, but I hated confrontation and I didn't want my relationship with my new bodyguard to start on such a sour note. I think it's a little bit too late for this, girl. No. Wow. Okay. Okay. The guy has no chill. He's like, no. Okay. You want something to drink? No. No. Okay. Right. No. Rhys scanned the living room, which I decorated in shades of jade green and cream. A housekeeper came by twice a month to deep clean, but I kept the place tidy myself for the most part. Why don't we get to know each other? Booth said in a jovial, too loud voice. I mean you and Rhys, Your Highness. We can talk needs, expectations, schedules. Excellent idea. I mustered a strained smile and gestured Rhys toward the couch. Please sit. For the next 45 minutes, we ran through logistics for the transition. Booth would remain my bodyguard until Monday, but Rhys would shadow him until then, so he could get a feel for how things worked. This is all fine. Rhys closed the file containing a detailed breakdown of my class and weekly schedules, upcoming public events and expected travels. Let me be frank, Princess Bridget. I think he was very frank from the beginning. He never restrained himself. I don't get that feeling. You are not my first, nor will you be the last royal I've guarded. I've worked with Harper Security for 5 years, and I've never had a client harmed while under my protection. Do you want to know why? Let me guess. Your dazzling charms turned the would-be attackers into complacency, I said. Okay, I kinda like the sass. Booth choked on a laugh, which he quickly turned into a cough. Rhys's mouth didn't so much as twitch. Of course it didn't. My joke wasn't Comedy Central worthy, but I imagined finding a waterfall in the Sahara would be easier than finding a drop of humor in that big infuriatingly sculpted body. I did it! The reason is twofold, Rhys said calmly, as if I hadn't spoken at all. One, I do not become involved in my clients' personal lives. I am here to safeguard you from physical harm, that is all. I am not here to be your friend, confidant, or anything else. This ensures my judgment remains uncompromised, 2. My clients understand the way things must work if they are to remain safe. And how is that? My polite smile carried a warning he either didn't notice or ignored. They do what I say when I say it for anything security related. Reese's grey eyes looked onto mine. It was like staring at an unyielding steel wall. Understand, your highness? He's a bit controlling though. I will be like, what's related to safety? Because if you look at it very generally, everything is related to safety. He could literally look at her and say, your boyfriend has to go away and disappear because he's not safe. You know, it's like, what do you mean related to safety? Because the food can be related to safety, friends, boyfriends, lovers, everything, even internet, you know. I think it's a bit too controlling from you, Reese. So yeah, I think it's a bit too much. Forget love and passion. What I wanted most was to slap the arrogant expression of his face and knee him in the family jewels while I was at it. She's kinda right though. She's kinda right though. Why not? I mean, why not? He kinda deserve it. He's controlling as hell. I pressed the pads of my fingers into my thighs and forced myself to count to 3 before I responded. When I spoke again, my voice was frigid enough to make Antarctica look like a beach paradise. Yes, my smile sharpened. Luckily for both of us, Mr. Larson, I have no interest in being your friend, confidant, or anything else. Yeah, but will you really do everything he asks? For safety. The excuse of safety is kinda easy to me. But okay. I didn't bother dignifying the second part of his statement. Yeah, okay. I had question about it, but now okay. The one about me doing what he said when he said it, with a response. I wasn't an idiot. I'd always heeded Booth's security advice, but I'd be damned if I fell into Reese's inflated sense of self. Good. Reese stood. I hated how tall he was. So, girl, first, you're talking about his height, like he's 6'4", not even 6'5". Oh my god, he's so beautiful and handsome. Ah, and now he's too tall. It's infuriating. I'm angry because he is too tall. Girl, make up your mind. His presence obliterated everything else in the vicinity until he was the only thing I could focus on. I will assess the house before we discuss next steps, including upgrading your security system. Right now, any teenager with access to YouTube tutorials can bypass the alarm. Isn't he a bit exaggerating though? I think he is a bit exaggerating though. Because really, with YouTube tutorials you can bypass alarms? Well, I guess you can. Maybe. I don't really know. But I feel like it's a bit exaggerated. He shot me a disapproving glare before he disappeared into the kitchen. My jaw dropped. I sputtered, uncharacteristically speechless. Why, I never! I turned to Booth, who was trying to melt into the giant potted plant by the front door. You're not leaving, I forbid it! Reese could not be my bodyguard. I would murder him, and my housekeeper would murder me for staining the carpet with blood. Girl, she's violent! I like her. Okay, better than the beginning. Where was I again? I'm doing this every 5 seconds. He probably has first day jitters, but looked as uncertain as he sounded. You will get along just fine after the transition period, Your Highness. Perhaps if we made it out of the transition period alive. You're right. I pressed my fingers to my temple and took a deep breath. I can do this. I've dealt with difficult people before. My cousin Andreas was the spawn of Satan, and a British lord once tried to group me under the table at Monaco's Rose Bowl. What the hell is this? What the hell, girl? This is some information I wasn't expecting. Okay. He only stopped after I accidentally stabbed his hand with a fork. Girl! Wow! Wow, she's very violent. Okay, I love her. I love her. She has some reactions. I kinda... I'm not... stabbing people with forks. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But if it's fictional... but she's kinda... badass, you know? What was surly bodyguard? Okay, what was one surly bodyguard compared to entitled aristocrats, noisy reporters, and evil family members? Rhys returned. Surprise, surprise, his glower hadn't melted. I've detected 6 security vulnerabilities. We need to address a zap. A zap! Ah, he's so stern. A zap, he said. Let's start with number 1, the windows. Don't tell me he will scold her for having windows. You can't have bulletproof windows. Well, I guess she could, but seriously, windows are windows. You can't just have walls everywhere and no windows. Look, houses have vulnerabilities and you can't always... It's not a bunker! You can shove her in a bunker! Which ones? Stay calm, stay reasonable, all of them, of course, all of the windows. Booth covered his face with his hands, while I contemplated turning my hairpin into a murder weapon. Yeah, I get that, girl. Rhys and I definitely weren't making it out of the transition alive. And this is the end of the first chapter. Well, what can I have? Yeah, what can I say about it? My opinion on it. The first line was a bit of a warning sign. Like the first line with the spook me, you know what it is. Like it was screaming, "You are reading smut, and it will be smut. Be warned." Okay, kind of shocking, but it was pretty fun. I think that Rhys. For now, I just read 1 chapter, so I don't know if there will be evolutions. Probably there will be evolutions of characters, you know. But I feel like the character of Rhys is a bit of a cliche. Like, he's the stern bodyguard with no emotions. But with time, he will feel emotions towards her, Princess Bridget, and he will, oh, hello, hi! I wasn't looking, yeah, hello, hi! L3V, 50. Yeah. Now I pretty much almost know. You're a bit late. I'm sorry, I just finished to read the first chapter of the book. So I was giving my opinion right now. But that's okay, I will upload the VODs. Because it's working! See? See, now the stream is working. I will upload the VODs on YouTube and Twitch, so if you wanna see it because you didn't see the beginning, or if you saw the beginning, it's cool, but if you didn't see the beginning or almost the whole stream, you can find it on, you will now you can, but you can't, but you will find it on VODs. So what was I saying again about the book? Yeah, Rhys, the character of Rhys is the stern bodyguard with no emotions, and I'm almost persuaded I know what will happen after this. He will be like, he's starting to have some feelings for the Princess Bridget, and he will change and soften a little bit, and he will become very protective and get a bit of a cliche. Physically he is a cliche. He's tall and muscular and everything, you know. He's a cliche. As to Princess Bridget, at first I thought she was like written very stereotypically, like she was, oh, this guy is very handsome, so I'm in love at first sight and blushing and I forgot how to talk. And I was like, I don't really like when they write women so naive and so in love at the first sight, and if a man is handsome enough, she will be like, I forget everything and I will follow everything he says, and he's like a god, and wow. I don't like when they write women like this in books, but since it looks like an enemies to lovers book, I think, at least in the chapter I just read, she's a bit of, violent, so I kinda like it. It's fictional, it's okay, it's fictional. Princess Bridget, she has some sassy attitude, and I kinda like it, so yeah. I will continue to read it, but not on live streams, since I don't have the copyright, you know, don't have the rights. I could only read one chapter on live stream, so I will not be able to read the whole book, but that's okay. It was a discovery, and the discovery was pretty fun actually. I think this book is a bit of a cliche, written like a cliche for the characters, but it looks pretty fun to read, so I will keep reading it outside of live streams, because it isn't legal to read a whole book on streams, which is pretty logical actually, because copyright and all. But the next live streams where I will be reading whole stories and books, because it will be mine. It will be stories and books I write myself, so I have the copyrights. This is the cheat code for me. So yeah, it will be not smut, because I'm not good at writing smut. So it won't be smut. It will be like general stories. It will be fantasy stories, yeah. Fantasy stories, horror stories with dark themes. So I will have to put a lot of trigger warnings on the live streams, but that's okay. Anyway, I don't think any how do I say this? Any minors should watch my streams anyway, because I will just read very harsh stories, very dark stories, so a lot of trigger warnings and all, but it will be it will be for the next live streams. This one was pretty chill, with a little bit of a discovery of twisted games from Anna Wong. I'm still not sure how to pronounce her name, so sorry if I pronounce it very bad. But it was pretty fun to read. The first chapter, well, it's a first chapter, so of course it's not, you know, it's a presentation. You have it's an introduction, you know. So we don't have the whole storyline. We don't have the whole plot of the story. But I gotta get what it will be. It will be like, there are enemies in the beginning. They don't get along. But since he's a bodyguard and she's a princess, she will leave a lot of things, like, I think probably some attacks and murder attempt or something like this, because, you know, being a princess, it's a lot of danger, and I think he will have to save her a lot of time, and with time they will start having feelings for each other, and even the emotionless bodyguard will have emotions with her, and he will soften and become very overprotective, and I think there will be a lot of scenes with a lot of smut. So I think it's a pretty good book for people who like a little bit of stereotypical characters, and who like enemies to lovers trope with a lot of smut and romance, and a little bit of, I think, political games. I think there will be you know, the main plot, and then there will be the secondary plots, which will be like I think political games and traitors and manipulation, probably. You know what princess, royals, and people high rank in social life have to go through. So yeah, it seems very interesting. You can find it everywhere, I think. I think I saw it in every library I walked by, so you can find this book in every library if this interesting you. And yeah, I don't have much to say, actually. Oh, sorry. I didn't. Yeah, sure. Ask away, because I don't have much to say anymore. So now, if you want to talk, ask away your questions and everything. Do you like K-drama? Yes, absolutely yes. Actually, I like K-drama, but recently I watched a lot of Chinese drama, but I like K-drama. I really like K-dramas. I should watch more K-dramas, by the way, because I kinda stopped and I don't even know why. But yeah, I really love it. What was the one I liked? I don't remember the name, but it was like I don't remember the name, but it was like a girl who has cancer, and her husband is having an affair with her best friend, and she I think she dies, and then she comes back into times like 10 years ago, and she finds a way, because she knows the future, so she finds a way to get her revenge, and she becomes rich and beautiful, because before she wasn't considered beautiful, I guess, but she gets she gets overlooking and becomes rich and gets real friends. And I think, yeah, that's it. I really like this drama, but I didn't finish it. I should. But yeah, those days, those times, I'm more into Chinese drama and boys love. I'm more into recently, yeah, I'm more into boys love drama, Chinese drama, like revenge love. I'm obsessed with revenge love. I love revenge love. And ABO Desir. I watched ABO Desir. I loved it. Omegaverse. I loved it. So yeah. Can I recommend this series to you? It has a lot of plot twists. Of course, I'm always in for recommendations. Of course. I'm. Wait a minute. I have my notes open, so you can tell me the name and I will write it and watch it. I will write it the name, just tell me what it is and I will just watch it. It's a K-drama, it's called Mouse. Mouse. Noted. It's noted. I noted it. K-drama to watch. Mouse. Called Mouse. Let me read a little bit the summary. What is it about? What is it about? It looks like being a little bit of psychological. A dedicated police officer faces a life-altering experience when he comes across a psychopath ravaging the town alongside his partner. Okay. Looks very psychological. Seems interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, apparently a lot of plot twists. Okay, I noted it in my notes. I noted it. I already watched it and I'm rewatching it again. You know what? I noted it and I will watch it after the live because I have time. I'm in holidays, so I have time. I will watch it after the live. It seems interesting. I love when it's psychological, you know, when there is plot twist and you have to think a lot. It's like a puzzle. I like when it's psychological. Thank you for the recommendation, by the way. Because I'm not very good at discovering things by myself. I'm not one to discover things because, you know, I always watch the same things again and again and again. I'm this type of person that would have like a list of 5 series at most, and I watch them again and again and again and again. And I never watch new series and discover. So it's good when I have people to recommend me some things like this K-drama, because it makes me discover things. When people talk to me about a series, I'm like, I'm curious now, I want to watch it, so I discover it. But by myself, I never do. So yeah, thank you for the recommendation. Let me cut my mic a little bit because I wanna drink water right now. I don't even know if it has cut, but that's okay. What was... I watched another... You started at... No. Wait. Did I? No, I didn't. I started 8 p.m. as I planned. I started at 8 p.m. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what hour it is at your place, because in my country it's 9 p.m. right now. I don't know what hour it is in yours, but in my country it's 9 p.m. right now. It's been an hour, almost, 1 hour and 19 minutes. It's 8 p.m. We have how we call this? In my country it's 9 p.m. right now, so we have an hour differences. Yeah, time zones. This absolutely. I was searching for the word. Yeah, we have time zones. We don't have the same hour. Sorry. That's why you came here now. I'm sorry. I didn't think about... I thought it was... yeah, but when I announce it, it's like, if I say 8 p.m. Yeah, if I say 8 p.m. it's for my country. If I say 8 p.m. it's for my country. So if there is an hour difference with yours, yeah. That's it. There is the difference. But at least it's fine, you know. We have now streaming that's working, because it's been an hour and my computer is totally fine. So I'm very happy that now it's working. I just had to put a PNG instead of a VTubing model who's moving, and you know what? It's better like this. I prefer like this, because I don't have an expression. I don't have a very, you know, I have an expressionless face, so it was hard for me to make expressions. With a PNG it's better. I just have to talk and change the tone of my voice so it's more animated, but I can just have a monotone voice and it's cozy, you know. And without the tracking, the face tracking, I can have a setup without lights, because with the tracking you have to have a lot of lights in your face. I hate it. But now I'm with a little light, not much, and it's way better, it's way cozier. I love it. But I'm talking about a lot of things right now. I'm not focusing right now. I'm not focusing right now. So yeah, I at least know that this time I didn't forget the book and I read a chapter of this said book. I will just have to edit a little bit and post the VOD on Twitch and TikTok. I will post the VOD without editing on Twitch. I will edit only for YouTube. Wait, did I say TikTok? Yeah, I said TikTok. No, I wanted to say YouTube. For TikTok and YouTube Shorts, it will only be the best ofs, because there is a lot of best of to do with my lives, because I spent the entire beginning of the live talking with my cat. So it will be in a best of for sure. So yeah, it's pretty cozy now. I like this vibe. I like this cozy vibe. If you have more questions, you can, or things to say, you can just, you know, say it in the chat and everything. So it was your VTuber model as... Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. It was the VTuber model that was making my computer lag because it was too heavy for the processor. It was way too heavy for the processor because there has to be face tracking, there has to be the, you know, on time rendering. My computer had to take the image on live time, you know, to make it look smooth, and it was chaotic, way more chaotic than it had to be. But yes, it was too much for my computer. A live 2D model is too much. So now it's working way better, you know, and it's better like this, and I like it like this. I like it like a PNG tuber isn't that bad, you know. It's moving a little bit when I talk, so even if it's not with a lot of expression and something smooth like all VTubers, you know, it's kind of good like this. I rather have a PNG and not being like VTubers with live 2D models. I rather have a PNG and a stream that works instead of having sound cutting and lags. So it's good like this, it's good like this. But yeah, it was the VTuber model that was making everything lag and my PC overheating. It was the problem, the main problem, because I just had to change this, and since I made the changes, everything is going so smooth and everything is alright. Because now I'm even recording the stream for a VOD, and it's not even adding to the processor, so it's better like this. I found the solution. I think I found the solution. And since my main goal is to have cozy streams, it's alright to not have a live 2D model VTubing, because cozy means, you know, not a lot of movements. We just talk, we're good, we're relaxed. So a PNG is good for cozy lives. So yeah, if you want to become a VTuber and your PC is a little bit of overheating easily, think about PNG tubing before, try VTubing. And if it's too heavy, too much for your computer, think about PNG. PNG tubing is not that bad. I think it's pretty cool actually. You can do a lot of things. You can stream in the dark. You can stream like a VTuber, like in pajamas. And you don't have to make exaggerated expressions. Yeah, I think it's easier to be a PNG tuber. You just have to make your voice a little bit entertaining and then with animations. And it's okay. And if you do cozy stream, it's even better to be a PNG tuber. But that's only my opinion. That's only my opinion. And I have my cat with me, so I'm happy. I'm live streaming with my cat. I'm happy. I couldn't be happier. And it's not lagging, and the sound is good, and everything is working. I couldn't be happier. And even the recording of the stream is going smooth. I couldn't be happier. The first try was a first try. It was a fail. But we learn from mistake. We never give up, and we find a way to keep going for our dreams, you know. So that's good. I'm looping. My little cat. My little cat. Yeah, there is a kitty. There is my cat. If you watch the VOD, you will probably hear that in the beginning of the stream, I was literally talking with my cat, like we were meowing at each other. We were meowing at each other, and he was being loud because he wanted to play. So yeah, there is a kitty, my little kitty. He's behind me on the couch because I'm sitting on the floor. My setup didn't change. I'm still sitting on the floor, and there is the couch behind me, and my cat is on the couch. He has a luxurious life. Oh, little cat. Oh, I like when it goes smooth. I had a cat too. It was white and had brown spots, so we named her Spotty. That's cute! That's cute! Brown spots. I can imagine it. Spotty, that's a cute name. That's a cute name. My cat name is Looping. You know why? Because when he was a little kitty, and it hasn't changed, he was, you know, when a cat play, sometimes they run and they jump on walls. And when he was a little kitty, my cat liked to run and do literally loopings on the walls. So we named him Looping, because he was literally doing loopings on the walls when he was playing and running around. And he still does this sometimes. He still does it, even if he's a little grandpa now. He's a grandpa now, but he still runs and do some loopings on the walls sometimes, so it's his little name. But he's kinda calm. He's kinda calm now. It's pretty good. My little cat. He's my little kitty cat. Cat, kitty, cat, cat, kitty, cat, cat. Oh no, now I have the song in mind. Why did I do this? Mine was crazy and lazy. It hid everywhere and slept on different spots. She was cuddly though, at least. Yeah. It hid everywhere. Yeah. You know, I have a bit of an anecdote about crazy cats. My crazy cat. We found him in a logistic company, and we found it there, and my dad literally lured him into a box with crumbles of cake. And I don't know how, but he managed to trap the cat. And he took the cat to our house. And when we got the little cat out of the box, you know what is the first thing he did? The first thing the cat did when he got out of the box was to literally run into the fireplace. We had a chimney with a little fireplace, and he literally ran into the fire. He was crazy. He was like, oh, there is a fire there, let me run into it and burn my fur. He was like, I wanna burn. So yeah, but we managed to stop him, of course. And fortunately, we managed to stop him before he ended up in a barbecue. And now he is a little bit more calm. Fortunately, because he wanted to choose death over being a pet. Yeah, he didn't have the choice though. We didn't give him the choice. He wanted to go in the fire? No. You will be a pet. You will be looping. You will have a little bit of a collar with with a little bit of how is it now? Sparkles. Yeah, he has a collar with sparkles because he's a prince, and he wanted to burn, but no. He didn't have the choice. Had to be a pet. He had to be a pet. And he is not that unhappy. He is not that sad. He has a happy life. He can't complain. He is a little prince. But yeah, he was very, very, very weird. And he thought that getting right into the fire was better than anything. I don't know why. But he has always loved heated place. Like, if he could go into the oven and slip into the oven, I'm pretty sure he would do it. Because he loves heat and warmth so much that I'm pretty sure he would literally sleep in an oven. He's a little bit of a weirdo, but I love him anyway. He's my little weirdo. My little cat. Yup. Now I have meme song in head. When we first got Spotty, she's small and little. In the night after I played with her, she was meowing in front of the door of my room. She chose you. She was like, this is the human I want. She was like, this person is my human. And she chose you. He did the same for me. My cat did the same for me. He was like screaming, meowing, and I don't know how do we say in English. How do we say in English when cat? Okay, I'm gonna try an imitation right now. Don't judge. But how do we say when cat go like, you know? I just did an imitation. Don't judge. But I don't remember. Hiss. Yeah, hiss. He was hissing around at everyone but me. Thank you. I forgot the word. Hissing. Yeah. He was hissing at everyone but me, because he chose me. And I think that Spotty chose you. She chose you. I hope you enjoyed my little imitation, though. I tried my best. I tried my best to hiss like a little cat. But I'm better at meowing. I think I'm better at meowing than imitating a hiss. I'm tired of myself sometimes. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of myself sometimes, because I do shit and I regret it, but I know that it will stay on the internet forever. Like me hissing like a cat will stay on the internet forever, and me meowing like a cat will stay on the internet forever, and it will follow me forever. I don't regret it that much. I'm fine. I'm fine with imitating cats. Maybe I will become a cat girl one day. One day I will become a cat girl and meowing every day. No, I'm just kidding. When I'm alone and talking stupid stuff, I say jokes to myself. Me too. We're alike. We're bros. Me too, bro. We do the same. It's not weird, don't worry. Some say that it's a mental disease, but it's not. It's not weird. We're fine. And sometimes when I'm alone, I don't know why, But I do some stupid accents. I try at least, because I fail, of course. But I try to do stupid accents, like Canadian or Belgic accents, or Italian, or, you know, every accent I can try to do. I try to imitate people sometimes. I try to imitate people's and singers too. I do Russian accent while speaking English. Really? Really? Oh, how could it sound? I know. Okay, I know something. I know in Russian I know da, and I know utka, which means duck. I know how to say duck in Russian, utka. And I know how to say, I forgot. No, it was my favorite. Okay, in Russian, begemot. I know how to say begemot in Russian, but I forgot what it means. But I can't really. How would it? How's it like a Russian accent in English? Like, I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. I don't. A Russian accent? I only know how to say yes and know how to greet. Since my ex was Russian, I've learned a little bit of Russian. Really, a little bit. So I only know how to say duck, to say yes, and to say my name is Sky. Like, Меня зовут Sky. Меня зовут Sky, da, utka, and begemot. Begemot, I don't remember how what it means. What means begemot? Because it was my favorite word, but I don't remember what it means. Let me hippopotamus? Yeah, it means hippopotamus. Begemot. Begemot, it means hippopotamus. Okay, so that's what I know how to say in Russian. And I don't know how to do accent because my own accent is very weird. By the way, when I want to talk in a Russian accent, I always start with the word comrade to get into the accent more. Comrade! Doesn't it sound a little bit of communist? To start with comrade? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I don't want to hurt any communists. But yeah, comrade. I know. Yeah, no, I couldn't. I wanted to say that I could do the German accent while talking in French, but it will be a little bit weird. No, I won't do it. I should stop myself. I should stop myself. You have limit, girl. You have limit. Don't do this. Don't start doing accents. People will be mad at you. Okay. I won't start doing accents. It will be pretty weird and cringe, and people will be like, "Girl, that's not the good accent." So I will stop myself. I will put myself some limits. Because I shouldn't do. I do things when I'm alone. I shouldn't do it on live because I'm not alone when I'm on live. Not always. Even though sometimes it feels like it. There are, how do we call them again? Lurkers. Like viewers that doesn't interact in the chat but are watching, and they're like shadows. And we don't know if they are here or not, but they are here sometimes and they are watching, just not interacting, so you don't know they are here when you're doing your little live stream. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, lurkers. And lurkers. lurkers. I will start doing weird shit with the sound R. I will start rolling the R. Lurkers. You are lurkers. Yeah, because sometimes when I talk, I do the Greek accent. Because I'm living in Greece, so I talk Greek every day. And sometimes even when I talk in French, I have a Greek accent. And it's very weird. Like, even my family looks at me like, where did this accent came from? And I'm like, oh, that's Greek. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. Because I've learned so much languages that now every accent of every language is mixed up in my head. So when I try to talk in every language, it comes up weird. Because I have my own mixed up weird accent for every language in the world. So yeah, it comes out pretty weird. But at least I know how to talk in a lot of languages, and it's pretty good for life, you know? It's like qualities you have. I can put it on my CV. And I talk so much American English and go back to Hungarian, I basically can't find the word I want to say. Same. I forgot my word in French too. That's something weird. When you learn a new language and you talk this language every day, and you get used to talk in English or something, that after you forget your native language and you can't find your words in any language. I'm better at talking English than Hungarian. Really? But Hungarian is your native language, no? I thought it was. But yeah, sometimes, yeah, it is, okay, it is. But you talk better in English because I guess that you talk in English every day. Like talk and write in English every day. So I guess it became your main language. So now you're not used that much to talking in Hungarian, I think. It's the same for me, for French. Because sometimes I find my word in Greek, I find my word in English, but not in French, which is my native language. It's pretty weird, but we managed to make it work. Yeah, kinda. That's what I thought. I mean, at least if you're very good at talking in English, you can talk with the whole world. Because everyone talks in English, everyone knows English, everyone understands English. So you can have more, you know, it's easier to understand the whole world and a lot of people, content creators, more variety, diversity. I think that's why I decided to make my content in English. Because it's more... There is more diversity and variety in the content, and I think it's interesting that people around the world can watch your content and interact with you in English and be like, oh, I'm from this country, and you discover a lot of cultures and different countries and different people, way to talk, way to do things, I don't know, but can interest me to learn about cultures, you know. I like learning about new cultures. So I guess that's why I started doing my content in English and not in French. Because I wanted to have more variety of contact and people who watch me and discover different things, cultures and all. I think that's why. And maybe also because no offense to the French people, but some people in French communities are a bit of bad extremists. Like, they're extreme. Yeah, they're so extreme. I saw a lot of, content creators that said, I'm French, I'm doing content creation in French and in entertaining only, but somehow they get related to politics by people. I don't understand why. The stuff I would do if I'd make videos, it will be the YouTube poops? Is that it? Or the video where they add game sound effects or vine booms and meme sounds. So you're more in the humor. You're in the humor videos and humor things. That's good. That's good. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, you're in the humor, funny videos. It's good. It's good. I didn't take you for someone who would do that because you look very chill when you talk in the chat, But you know what? If you want to make videos like this, do it. Do it. There are so much way to make videos, to be a content creator, and you might not become the next Mr. Beast, but who can become Mr. Beast? Honestly, who can become Mr. Beast? No one. But you might not become rich, or I don't know. But if you want to make funny videos, funny things, and you think it's fun and you like making it, do it. Do it. Because why not? Why not? I like that there are some people who are just like, I have no budget. I just have an idea and a dream, an idea. I just want to do something fun. And they do it. And then you find it on the internet, on YouTube and everything, and you're like, oh, you know what? It's low budget, but it's authentic and it's fun and it's made with passion, so it's very cool to watch. That's why I personally prefer watching videos like true crime or cozy things, that are chill, that are just a guy with a mic in his room talking about things. I rather that instead of watching Mr. Beast and high production level videos. Because if I wanted to watch TV shows, I would watch TV shows and not YouTube. I like to watch true crime too. Yes! Do you know Swoop? These times I watched a lot of videos of Swoop. I watched so much videos of Swoop that I'm starting to talk like her. Like in the beginning of the stream, I was literally like, oh hi, hello, hi, and in my head it popped that the thought popped that Swoop does this. The little hello, hi, it's Swoop, and I watched so much of Swoop videos, which are like true crimes and a little bit of what's going on the internet. That's how I would describe it. It's a little bit of true crime and what's going on the internet. With the style of Swoop, I like it. It's like documentary. But I'm starting a little bit to talk like her, so it's a little bit weird. I watch too much of her videos. But yeah, true crime is cool. I like watching true crime. I don't really know why, but I like watching true crimes. It's like, it's weird to say this. It's weird to say this, but I find that true crime videos are cozy and relaxing. you know. It's kind of weird because it's literally about crimes, but you know, you take a little blanket, you take a little tea, herbal tea with a little bit of honey, and you watch true crime, and it's so relaxing. I know it's about murder cases, it's about dark things, but I found it cozy and relaxing. It relaxes me to watch true crime. And I've heard that a lot of women like to watch true crimes and find it relaxing, because I read something about it. It's like relaxing for women or for people in general to watch true crime, because it kinda prepares your brain to anything that could happen to you, hypothetically. And your brain is like, okay, so in a situation like this, the victim could get out of the situation and stay alive by doing this. And now that I have the informations, if I end up in a situation like this, it won't be completely in the unknown. So I will be less scared because I will have some informations. I read something about this, and it's like, maybe that's why it relaxes us so much. And I think it's pretty accurate, actually, because I sometimes watch body cam footage and police chases. Oh, that's so cool! That's so cool! Do you know the series of police body cams that are special Karens? Have you ever watched compilations of videos, footage of police chases and body cams only for Karens? I love watching those videos with Karens. It's always fuck around and find out. It's so cool. It's yes I did, yes you did. It's so cool, it's so cool. Watching Karens doing like throwing tantrums like toddlers and then getting arrested is so satisfying somehow. I don't know why, but it's satisfying. The worst is when there is a Karen who is literally bullying people that are working in McDonald's and, you know, fast food restaurant. And the police comes and the Karen get arrested, and then she cries, and then she's like, I haven't done anything wrong. You were literally bullying people that are working hard to pay their studies or to pay the rent, and now you're complaining. I love those videos. I love when there is karma. I love the karma in those videos. Watching a Karen getting arrested and she's crying and like, oh no, I'm a toddler, I'm crying and I'm stomping my foot and throwing tantrums and you can't arrest me because First Amendment and everything. And the police was like, no ma'am, you weren't going out of the restaurant, you were bullying literal kids. So now you're getting arrested for harassment. And they're like, oh, I'm shocked. They're like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. I was bullying kids, yes, but it wasn't wrong. Karen, please. Karen, please. Be serious for a little while. Like, I've seen this video of a Karen in a restaurant with her family, I guess, and she literally went to a group of girls randomly to grab the skirt of one of the girls to pull it down because, I quote, she was seeing I lost my word, I don't know why. She was seeing the girl's booty cheeks, which is false. But she said the girl, she said nothing to the girl. She went to the girl, grabbed her literal skirt. So probably her hands touched the booty cheeks of the girl. And she pulled the skirt down and she said, the next time I see your booty cheeks, I will call CPS because you're a minor. Karen, if she is a minor, why did you touch her booty cheeks and her skirt? Why did you place your hands on her skirt to put it down if you think she is a minor? And then the Karen get arrested. Of course she get arrested. Yeah, yeah, you facepalmed. Me too, when I saw the video, me too. And then this Karen lady was talking with the police officer and she was like, no, I'm totally right, and everyone in the restaurant was saying to me that I was right to do so, and they were like applauding me because I did the right thing. There were cameras in the restaurant. We saw the footage of the cameras in the restaurant. No one in the restaurant were applauding the Karen. No one were applauding the Karen. They were all like, girl, stop doing this. It's very uncomfortable for everyone. And she was like, I'm proud of what I did. And everyone was proud of what I did. Everyone said I did the right thing. Karen, you're getting hallucinations right now. No one was happy about what you did. You literally touched a minor girl to pull her skirt down because it was, quoting, too short. And when she get arrested, she's like, the what? The what? Me arrested? But why? I didn't do anything. This girl should get arrested because her skirt was short, and you should call CPS on her parents because her skirt was short. No, Karen. It doesn't work like this, Karen. You touch the skirt of a girl. Of course it's harassment. Of course it's aggression. So yeah. The karma. I like videos like this when the karma is so strong. I can't tell if Karens are just stupid or just want attention. I have a theory about Karens. I think that Karens have the same mental age as a toddler. I think Karens are literally toddlers in a middle-aged woman body, and they throw tantrums. They don't think about consequences. They think they can do everything without any consequences. I think they are just toddlers. They're like, I can do whatever I want, no consequences. What's gonna do the police? Nothing. And you get arrested. I think that is, they stop growing up mentally at the age of, I don't know, 5, and they're like, everything is going alright if I touch random people and harass random people, and no, it doesn't work like this, Karen. I don't think they understand the world, and they are so entitled that they literally think that the laws and the rules aren't for them. I don't know why. They think that because they are maybe rich white women, they can't have problem with the police, I guess. Because honestly, if we watch it very closely, a lot of Karens are racist as hell. A lot of Karens are racist as hell. In all those compilation of videos of Karens, I saw a video of a Karen where she was literally harassing a man for walking in the street because he was black. And she was like, I know you're planning something and you're a criminal and I will call the police. Because he was just walking in the street and he was black. Karen, come on! I remember watching a bodycam video of a Karen being pulled over by a biker cop, and the Karen was talking about laws and asking why she was pulled over, and she just called 911 and told the dispatcher that she got pulled over and that the cop is harassing her. This is, you know what it is? This is a Karenception. Karenception. She's like, the police is arresting me. I'm gonna call the police to arrest the police. What? What? Wow. That's what I was saying. Karens think that laws don't exist for them. And they're like, the police, if the police is trying to arrest me for good reasons, I'm gonna call the police because it's just harassing me. No, it's because you were harassing people. It's because you, Karen, were in the wrong. And they don't understand this. They don't get... And sometimes when you see footage of Karens, they get arrested and they get cuffed? Yeah, handcuffed. They get handcuffed, and when they get cuffed, they start acting like a toddler, throwing tantrum and saying, it's ripping my skin, it's hurting my wrist. Yeah, Karen, it's hurting your wrist because you're pulling on the cuffs. So, of course, it is hurting because you're pulling on the cuffs. And they say it like, the officer is hurting, the officer is hurting me, he is harassing me, he's touching me. A lot of Karens say that. And then officer arrived, they both tried to give her a ticket for something, I don't remember. And while the officer's arm was in the car to take something away, she tried to drive away with the officer's arm inside of her car, and then she got arrested. Of course you get arrested! Karen, you can't do this! The police officer literally has his arm in your car and you're like, nah, I'm gonna drive away, or everything will be fine. No, it doesn't work like this. What are you doing, Karen? Wow. I think this is the move of someone who has at least the IQ of a literal rock. The IQ of a rock. Because if you're a little bit understanding of the world and if you think a little bit, you know it's not a good idea. But those Karen don't know, they think... I don't know what they think, but they're so entitled. And I faced a Karen one time. I faced a Karen one day because I worked in ice cream shop. Yeah, I think we call this like this. It was not just ice cream, there was also waffles and everything, but mostly ice cream, so I will call it ice cream shop. I was working in an ice cream shop for season job, you know, in the summer. And I was doing the ice cream, serving the ice creams, and there is this old lady who came to the counter, and she was like, I want you to describe me every flavor with all the list of ingredients that are in every flavor. We had like 20 flavors of ice cream. It was a huge counter with a lot of ice cream flavors, and there were some flavors which were a little bit complex, you know. It was like pavlova cake mixed with something else, and the list of ingredients was so long, and I had to describe to this old lady every flavor, every ingredient, even though the flavors were literally written on the counter. You know, there were little plaques, you know. There were literally some I forgot the word again. I forgot my word again. But like, you know, some papers, like peppers. Yeah, some notes. There were some notes, and the flavor were literally written on the notes, and she could see them, but she still asked me to make her the list of all the flavors and the ingredients that were inside. All this to buy an ice cream strawberry. A simple strawberry ice cream. I had to describe her every little ingredients, everything, just for her to be like, yeah, no, I will take ice cream, the most classic thing I could take. Ugh. And I was like, I wasted so much time for nothing. And she just wants strawberry. And I was so tired. Only one interaction with her, I was already tired. And then, because it wasn't fun enough for this Karen, she complained. She complained because the ice cream bowl I made was too little, too small for her. It was too small. And she wasn't happy, so she made me do it again. I had to throw away in the trash the ice cream I just made, so it's a waste of food, because I had to throw away and the bowl of ice cream, because you know the rules were that you can't just take back the ice cream bowl to mix it with the rest of the ice cream and make another bigger bowl. No. If you took out a bowl of ice cream, you have to throw it away. You can't get it back into the back, you know. So it was stupid as hell, and I never understood this. But I did it anyway because I didn't have the choice, and I wanted to be paid. So I made her another ice cream, bigger. And she was still angry at me because now it was too big for her. She was like, no, the other one was too small, and now the ice cream bowl is too big, it will melt on my hands. And I was like, girl, I'm already wasting so much time and food on you, and you're still not happy. Just take your fucking ice cream and go away. And she was like, I will call the manager. And I was like, oh great, call the manager, he's next to me. Literally next to me. And he was like, I will do it myself. So I wasted time for nothing, and she was still not happy. Why didn't you give her a pop cup of ice cream? Because she wanted a cornet. She wanted absolutely a cornetto. She wanted a cornetto with the little sprinkles, you know, the rainbow sprinkles around it. She wanted absolutely this and nothing else. So yeah, I couldn't. She was so exigent, and she was like, no, I'm not happy, I'm still not happy, no, this is too big, this is too small, this is too big now, and this is too small. Oh, if I could. I think because I have no control over my face sometimes, so I think I literally glared at her, because then she was like, I will call the manager and he will do it, because it's obvious that you're not good at it. And I was like, if only I could do something like throw this ice cream at your face right now, but I can't because I'm working. And I was so angry. I was like, oh lady, if only I was thinking about violent thing. But yeah, we shouldn't be violent, but sometimes people are really testing the limits. So I just said, yeah, I'm new, and I got to something else. I sometimes forget I have facial expressions, so I just look at people blankly. Me too. We are two. You're not alone. You're not alone. Me too. Me too. Because sometimes I'm just like, I'm in my own mind, and I'm not. Yeah, most of the time, my expression is like blank. I am expressionless, and people are like, "You look tired," or "Why do you look so depressed or angry?" And I'm like, "This is my resting face." My resting face is literally being tired, angry, blasé, you know. So yeah, but I guess people find it weird. Like, you look at them and you don't have any facial expressions, and they're like, did you disconnect? Did you shut down? Because a lot of people are just smiling all the time, having different expressions every second, and you're here like, no, I'm blank and I'm zoning out, and I'm not gonna show you anything of my emotions because I don't have to. I don't have to. If I don't want you to see my emotions, I can just not smile. I can't even smile normally because I always had a blank face. Interesting. So, if you force a smile, like, do you fake your smile sometimes? And I can talk. Okay, girl, focus. If you fake your smile, it was hard for me to say it. If you fake your smile, does it look weird? Because when I was a child, personally, yeah, again, I look so egoistic right now because every time you say something, I'm like, I have an anecdote about it, about me. But okay, that's fine. When I was a child and a teen, and even now actually, when I try to smile, it's always fake because I don't really know how to smile. So I fake my smile, but when I fake my smile, I got called Wednesday Addams. I got called Wednesday Addams, or literally Annabelle, because people find it creepy. Because my smile is creepy. Because it's fake and it shows. It shows that my smile is fake. So they're like, ooh, you look like Annabelle right now. Or when I just stop smiling, I'm like, okay, I'm done trying. They're like, you know what you are? You know who you are? You are Wednesday Addams. Why not? Why not? I don't mind being Wednesday Addams. She's cool, so I don't mind. Me too. Yeah, okay. Well, we're bros. We're bros. We have the same life. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You're not forced to smile. You can just have your blank expression. You don't have to force a smile for people. Because why bother anyway? Why bother anyway? If you don't want to smile, don't smile. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to smile. Even if it hurts people for some reason I can't comprehend, because sometimes they just want you to smile, and if you don't, they think that you're angry at them or something. I don't know. But you don't have to force yourself to smile for people or to anything. Yeah. Talking about forcing smile, I sometimes forget to show emotions. It happens. It happens. It's okay. You can. I mean, if you don't have much expressions, why forcing them? You know, you don't have to. But yeah, sometimes showing expression is good. I don't know. I don't know. You don't have much expressions. I think a lot of people don't. Or a lot of people are faking them. I don't know. I don't get how some people always have expressions. Sometimes you just have a resting face and you're kinda blank, and it's okay. No judgment here. The only judgment is for my knees, because I'm an old lady and my knees are hurting because I didn't change position for 2 hours. So now I'm an old lady and my knees are hurting. I should have moved more. I stayed 2 hours in the same position and I'm hurting and my knees are hurting. How old I am? How old I am for it to be hurting like this? Even the doctor said your expression is always like this, or is it because you're here? Wow, I had to change my present to something else. Rude, rude, that's rude. Mr. Doctor, that's rude. Maybe your patient doesn't want to have expressions. Why does it sound like, you know, a little condescending, you know, a little bit of disdain? Why does it feel like he said it to you like, are you always like this? Or it's just because of me, because it's weird? Like, you know, it sounds a little bit like this. Bad doctor. He's here for your health, not for your expression face. I got the same from my family though. My own family, because I spend Christmas with them, and my sister was staring at me and she was like, I haven't seen your face moving or changing expression for the whole diner, you know, for the whole dinner. I haven't seen you change expression. Is it normal? And I was like, yes. And she was like, are you not having fun? I don't see you smile. And I was like, oh, quick, fake a smile, quick, smile. And I was like, I smile right now. And then she told me, no, it's creepy, stop Stop smiling, it's creepy. Go back to your blank expression, it's better. And I was like, oh, okay. Then stop asking. If you don't want me to try smiling and look like literally the doll Annabelle, don't try. Don't ask me to smile. Why do I am so old? Why am I so old? The knees are hurting. I have to change position on my little pillow on the floor. I have to change. Well, it's a pretty big pillow actually, so it's kind of cool. You know what? I'm very happy of this. I'm very happy about this live. It went so well compared to the first. I sometimes literally feel like some psychopath while doing it. No! Don't worry. Don't worry, you're not a psychopath. You know why? You're not a psychopath? You know why? Because at least psychopaths know how to fake expression like it's real. And not you, and not me, not us. Not to be mean though. But yeah, I think that sociopath and psychopath people are, you know, better at faking emotions and expressions than just people that are a little bit of expressionless sometimes. But I mean, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's fine. You're not a psychopath, you're just autistic. And it's fine too. It's fine too. I have the... I can make jokes on it. I have the card. I have the autistic card. I can make jokes. Talking about sociopath and psychopath, can I say something? Of course you can. Say whatever you want. It's just us in the chat right now, anyway. Well, you will be in the VOD. Don't judge. I don't. I listen, but I don't judge. That's what we say. I listen, but I don't judge. And if I judge, I will judge you in my mind. I won't say anything. Because maybe I will be scared. Only if you tell me that you are sometimes a criminal or something. I think I'm a sociopath. No, I don't think so. You think you're a sociopath? I don't think so. I think you're just... No, I don't think you're a sociopath. I don't think so. Sociopath... Well, I kinda have the traits. Off. Off. You know, I don't think... Something true. I don't think that a sociopath would know that he is one. I don't feel like a sociopath would be aware that he is one. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. It's like I've heard a doctor someday saying that a depressive person is like someone who says I'm depressive without diagnostic isn't in depression, because depressive people don't know or are in denial. I've heard a doctor say that one day, but I don't know if it's true. High functioning ones do. You know what? If you have doubts, if you doubt yourself, if you think you have something like sociopathy or something, go see a psychologist. Get a diagnosis. It's fine. You know, you won't get I don't know, locked into an asylum or arrested. You can go see a psychologist. I don't know if in your country electric chair. What? What? Well, this escalated so fast. What? Electric chair? Well, well. It went very far, very fast. I know it's a joke. I know it's a joke. And even if it wasn't, I would have taken it as a joke, because a lot of times I don't make difference between a joke or not. A lot of time I don't even know the difference between a joke or not a joke, serious thing. So most of the time I take things as jokes. But seriously, if you have doubts on something, go find a psychologist and get a diagnosis. Why not? If you can do it for free, and you feel like it will somehow lift the weight off your shoulders, why not doing it? Some say I take stuff too seriously. You know what? The more you talk, the more I feel like you're more autistic than something else, you know? Because no expressions, no showing emotions, taking stuff too seriously. Those are also autistic traits, you know? Maybe you're not a sociopath, you're just autistic. You know what? I'm not abilited to something like this. I don't know anything about psychology. So if you feel like it, go see a psychologist, get a diagnosis, and see how it goes. I did it myself. I did it myself. I was feeling down. I was feeling a little bit like, geez, there is something wrong with me. And I went to a psychologist because it was free. It was free. So I went to the psychologist, and first I sent her a mail and I said, there is something wrong with me. Here is the list of my suspicions, what I think I could have. We did the tests, and it came out very strong. It came out very strong. I thought I was a little bit of, you know, anxious. I thought it was just anxiety at first, but I had a feeling it was more than this. So I went to the psychologist, and she was like, let's do the tests. And yes, you guessed it, social anxiety, you guessed it. I was diagnosed, yeah. We did a lot of tests, actually. And she diagnosed me autistic with social anxiety caused by the autism and a start of depression caused by the social anxiety, which is caused by autism. Like, the autism caused a lot of things, like a lot of things. Like social anxiety, how you guessed it, a start of depression, and a problem with food also. But it's fine, it's fine. Now that I have a diagnosis, now that I know what is going on with my head, I feel better, and I'm getting better every day. So I'm pretty happy with this. I don't regret getting to a psychologist to get diagnosed, you know. I don't regret it because I feel so much lighter right now. I feel like I'm better off with the diagnosis I got. I feel better. So yeah. Wait, is it just me here? What do you mean? What do you mean? In the chat, yes. In the chat, yes, you're alone in the chat. The only other person there is in the chat is myself. Yeah, there is only you in the chat. But that's okay. You're funny to talk to, so it's okay. Yeah, you're the only one in the chat, I guess, because I haven't seen any other messages in the chat, so you may be the only one. My greatest supporter. Who is here from the very first failed attempt at streaming. You saw the failed and you still came back. Thank you for this. Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety. But I received something. What is it? What is this? Oh, I got a success. Yeah, cool. I got a success on Twitch because I'm doing good, I guess. Sometimes when I'm bored, I write about psychopath and sociopath, basically psychology. Oh, so you're interested in psychology? Like you make research and scientific things. You make research, I guess. It's good to be interested in psychology. Yeah, kinda. That's interesting, you know. Psychology is a very interesting subject. I mean, there are so much differences, there are so much things. I did some research one time because I saw a true crime about the Munchausen syndrome. So I did some research because it was so interesting about Munchausen syndrome. I did some research about Stockholm syndrome also. It's very interesting. I found misanthrope really interesting. Yeah, You do. I guess it's an interesting topic. Misanthropes are people that don't really like contact with other humans. I don't really know much things about it, though. So maybe I'm wrong. But I guess it is. I guess it is this. Like people who don't really have any interest in... They have a hate. Ah! A hate! That's strong. A hate for people and humankind. I didn't think it was this strong. Okay, I didn't think it was... I thought it was like... You don't really like other humans, you don't really like contact with humans. But it has to come to hate. Well, some hate. Yeah, I guess in every psychological things there are degrees, different degrees. Some people just don't really like humans and some people really hate humans, I guess. Because everything is different in psychology, that's what makes it interesting. But yeah, I kinda get why. I kinda understand why there is this thing. I think it's becoming a lot more people. How do I say this? I think a lot of people are starting to kinda hate the other in our times, you know. I guess. I think so. But I'm not sure, again. I don't know, I don't have the proof. But I think that there is a lot more hate these days, like people hating other people. And I'm not any better. I'm not any better. Because I kinda have this hatred towards influencers outside. Like when I see people with a whole setup outside in the street to film a TikTok, I'm like, ugh, I hate it. I don't know why, but I'm automatically like, why do you do this? I hate it. Even though they're not doing anything wrong, you know. They don't do anything wrong, but the fact that I see people turning TikToks, filming TikToks in the street, it just makes me wanna stop their video. Because I don't know why, it gets on my nerves. I don't know why. Just seeing people filming TikToks in the street get on my nerves. I guess it's because I don't like when people are filming in the street. Because there are so much people outside in the street and I don't think they want to be filmed. And you film people and you don't ask for anything before posting your TikTok. And where everyone can see their faces, and I hate it. I hate that there is no consideration for people that probably don't wanna be in the background of a TikTok video of you dancing or of you showing your grocery bags. Yes, I've seen this. Yes, I've seen one day a girl in the street with a whole setup for her phone, and she was filming a TikTok only to show people her grocery bags. Can I tell you about something? It's a real life shooting though. Go ahead, but I can't promise I will react the way you want. Because when people talk to me about something strong in their life, I sometimes like shut down and I'm just like, okay. When I was scrolling on TikTok, I saw a video of a shooting with the title Misanthrope or something, and I found the original video and noticed he killed people but said sorry to a person on the ground who said no, and the shooter literally just said sorry and walked off to continue. my only question here is, how does it get allowed on TikTok? How is it not banned of TikTok, this kind of content? How can you find this kind of content on TikTok, knowing that TikTok is a platform where a lot of kids and teens can see it? I don't get how. It was blurred in the shape of a person. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's why. Yeah, okay, but even blurred, I don't think this kind of videos should be on TikTok. There are a lot of kids on TikToks, like, even if the inscription is from 13, I guess, you can lie on your age and TikTok doesn't verify it. So, but yeah, in general, I think that there are a lot of content on TikTok that shouldn't be there. Those things and depression videos that are really just not about awareness of depression, but just burying you into depression, like, you know, this kind of video. No, I don't think it should. This and sexualized videos, TikTok has a lot of moderation to do, I think. But I really don't understand why he let that person leave and said sorry to him. And I don't know either. It's a good question. It's a good question. I don't know either. Like, why would you shoot some people and let one leave and say sorry? You know, maybe if it was like I don't know, if he was caught in a paranoid crisis or something. You don't know. We can't know if we don't have all the informations about it. We can't know really what happened in his head. You know, a lot of people in true crimes in everyday life are like the sweetest people ever. They're like helping, volunteering in charity, and, you know, they're adorable. And you see them in the true crime and they offed a lot of people, like killed a lot of people, and you think, wow. And their family is like, but they are sweet, they couldn't do ever something like this, they wouldn't even hurt a fly. Sometimes, you know, so I don't know, brain is very weird sometimes. I don't really understand the mindset of some people. I don't either. I don't know. The mindset of some people, like, let's talk about something. Let's talk about yandere. Let's talk about yandere syndrome, because I think it's a syndrome. And it exists in real life. Like, yandere. How could you? I don't get how. How could you love someone but still think that hurting them, stalking them, and, you know, making their life literal hell is a proof of love? And how could you think that killing them or something like this is a proof of love? If you love someone, why would you want them to not live or not be happy? I don't get the yandere mindset. This is a thing. It exists. I guess it exists. They would literally kill people who make contact with their crush. Yeah, but by doing so, you're ruining the life of your crush. You're literally ruining their social life. You isolate them, but by doing so, you're making them so hurt and sad. I don't get how it can count as love. And I don't get how someone can think, I'm doing the right thing by hurting my love, by isolating them, by making them hurt and sad. I don't get how. I don't get it either, so don't worry. Yeah. This is the kind of thing that you can have, you know, this is the kind of topic where you can have a philosophical discussion for hours, you know, because no one understands, but it exists, and it is a thing, and it's kind of interesting to try to understand the nuances, to try to understand why and how it can happen. But I don't get it. I don't get how this kind of mindset can be an existing thing. And how can someone like this think, I am doing the right thing, I am a right person, I love this person. I don't get how you can call this love. Like, a lot of people hurt the people they love, and I don't get how you can call it love when you literally take happiness away from someone. It's not love. You can't call it love. You can pretend to love someone you take happiness from. But yeah, I'm getting too deep into the philosophical reflection. I'm getting too deep into the philosophical things. But it's interesting. It's an interesting topic. A sad topic, but interesting to try to understand and discuss. And it's been like, wow, the time flies. Literally Yonder is, oh, he's my crush, but wait, he's talking to his sister. Yeah, how dare he talk to her? She gotta go, man, she gotta go. Yeah, there is no logic. There is no logic in this. Because, I don't know. Because, yeah, the sister too is seeing as a menace, and I don't get how. How could you think his literal family is a menace to me because they could get a crush on their literal families? I don't know. I don't think it exists anywhere except Alabama. Just joking. Alabama people, don't get mad at me. I'm just joking, please. But yeah. It's kind of weird. And time flies so fast. I've been live already for almost 3 hours. Time flies so fast. And I'm having so much fun doing live streams and talking, even though I'm stuttering every 5 minutes and losing my words. I have so much fun doing lives. And now that it's working, and now that everything is smooth, I'm even happier. PNG tuber, it's for me. Let me do this. And I miss sentences out. Yeah. Sniff. I'm kind of sad when I don't manage to talk well, but it's fine. I'm really happy to do those live streams. Let me be a PNG tuber. Let me have fun with this. Let me stream like this. And I'm gonna do this because now that it works, now that I know it works, because this live was a test to see if I resolved the problem, and I did, because it worked. I will start having a program every week, where I think there will be one live every Friday evening, 8 p.m. in my country. Now I will specify this. And every Sunday evening, I think, to do some chatting, cozy chatting, drawing, doodling on paint, and reading books. And as I said it in the beginning of the stream, but since you weren't here, I will say it again. Because of the copyrights and all, I can't read books on live stream. So I got a cheat code, and I will just write my own books, because I already did it. I will just Maybe I will write it on stream, but I'm not sure about it. Again, I don't know yet, because I don't think I'm good enough in English to literally write a whole novel on stream, you know. Not really, a little bit insecure. But yeah, I will, every Sunday evening, I think I will read my own books, because since it's me that read, of course, not write them. If I read books that I write, I have the copyright, so I can read as I want. So that's why that's what I will do. That's what I will do. I will do this, and it will be chill and pretty cozy, and not a lot of energy, like low energy cozy streams. And I guess it will be good, because I think that's my thing. I think it could be very cool to do this. So yeah. And maybe some lives where I will try some teaching French or something. I'm like, alright, these text should be good, send it, hold up, notice the missing one. Yes. 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 Absolutely. I do the same, don't worry. I do the same, don't worry. And sometimes I'm like, I write something in English, and then I read it, and I think I made a mistake on something so basic. Even a child wouldn't have made this mistake. But you know, English isn't my first native language, so I can make mistakes. It's fine. You too. You can make you can make mistakes too. And remember that some Americans still don't know the difference between the your and the your, like the you are, and they write your without the little comma, you know. If some Americans do this, I can make mistakes. You can make mistakes. We can all make mistakes. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We talk in English and write in English anyway. It's fine. As long as it's understandable, you know, it's fine. So, what do I do now? What will I do now? I will end the stream because it's been almost 3 hours. And it was very fun, but I won't like stream for hours and hours and hours, because it's not a marathon here. So I will end the stream, and thank you very, very much for coming, because I was alone. And you're here since the beginning, like the first stream that was a fail, and it was very good to have you here, because you always interact in the chat. I like talking with you. It was very cool, philosophical matter and all, psychological matter. I liked it. So yeah, it was very cool. Thank you for coming to the live. If you wanna come back in another live, go ahead. You will be welcome anyway. So I will end the live here, and thank you for watching, thank you for coming here, thank you for interacting in the chat, and have a good night. Have a good night. I will go watch the cat drama you recommended me. Have a good night, and thank you. Bye.